Hi there, I'm Dr. Alessandra Latour, founder of the Latour Leadership Academy. For more than 16 years, I've helped leaders at every level move from overwhelmed and reactive to clear, confident, and strategic in how they lead. This podcast is where we get real about leadership. We'll talk about the patterns, habits, and pressures that shape how we show up, and more importantly, how to grow through them. Here, you'll learn practical tools for leading authentically, building trust on your team, communicating effectively, and making decisions that reflect your values, not someone else's expectations. Leadership is a skill, one you can learn, strengthen, and embody with intention. So, if you're ready to lead with more clarity, confidence, and presence, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're talking about a question that comes up again and again, especially from leaders who are strong, solid, respected, but know they're ready for their next level. What separates a good leader from a truly great one? And here's the part most people misunderstand. The leap from good to great isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more intentional. It's the ability to grow yourself with the same dedication you bring to developing your team. It's knowing that leadership this next year isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most self-aware, adaptable, emotionally intelligent, and strategically grounded one. So today, we're breaking down what leadership growth actually looks like and how you can become the kind of leader others naturally look to, learn from, and aspire to emulate. And yes, at the end of this episode, I'll share a way you can take this work deeper inside the Leadership Accelerator at the Latour Leadership Academy. But for now, we're going to talk about specific pillars that fuel real transformation. So let's get started. There's a turning point in every leadership journey where skills will only take you so far. And after that, growth becomes about awareness: who you are as a leader, how you react under pressure, the habits you default to, the impact you create, intentionally or unintentionally. Great leaders know this, and they actively invest in their development, not once a year, not as a checkbox, but consistently. Here's the truth: you can't guide others where you haven't gone yourself. The leaders who stand out in 2026 will be the ones who make learning a lifestyle, not a luxury. This next one's big. Most leaders plateau because they try to grow in isolation. They read articles, they take notes on webinars, they watch management videos at 10 p.m. after the kids go to bed. But real growth, that kind changes your presence, your clarity, your influence, and it happens in community. Think about any high-level performer. Athletes, musicians, executives, they don't train alone. They train with people who challenge them, stretch them, sharpen them. When leaders step into environments where they're surrounded by other ambitious professionals, they can be honest without judgment. They can ask real questions and get real answers. They can learn from others' experiences, not just their own. Everything accelerates. Because leadership is a relational skill. It gets stronger with people, not away from them. Information doesn't create transformation. Application does. A good leader learns. A great leader implements. The biggest difference I see between leaders who grow quickly and leaders who stay stagnant is simple. Great leaders immediately test what they learn in real conversations, real decisions, and real situations. They take the feedback framework and they use it the same week. They try the new delegation strategy the next day. They practice emotional intelligence in the very next meeting that afternoon. Leadership isn't conceptual, it's behavioral, and you grow by doing, not by collecting more information. Now, this is something most leaders never do, and it's one of the reasons they often feel stuck. You can't grow what you can't track. Great leaders reflect regularly, identify patterns, set intentional goals, measure progress, and adjust quickly. They don't wait till the end of the year to evaluate themselves. They build a rhythm of accountability in real time. And that self-accountability is what sets great leaders apart, especially in a fast-changing workplace. Now, here's the real heart of leadership. Your purpose shapes your presence. Good leaders stay focused on tasks. Great leaders stay rooted in impact, the kind of leader they want to be and the experience they want to create for the people around them. They aren't driven by ego or urgency. They're driven by clarity. They know why they lead, they know who they're becoming, and everything they do flows from that center. When you lead from purpose instead of pressure, your influence expands naturally without burning you out. When you look at leaders who truly stand out, the ones people talk about years later, they're not the busiest, the loudest, or the most polished. They're the ones who commit to continuous development. They grow in community, practice what they learn, they hold themselves accountable, and they stay anchored in purpose. This is the formula. This is the difference between good and great. And the leaders who embrace these pillars now will be the ones thriving in 2026 and beyond. If today's episode resonated with you and you're ready for a more structured way to grow with support, accountability, practical tools, and a community of leaders on the same path, I would love to invite you into our Leadership Accelerator membership. It's our program designed specifically for leaders who are ready to elevate their presence, strengthen their skills, and lead with more confidence, clarity, and consistency. Inside the membership, you'll get ongoing trainings, coaching, resources, and a community that helps you turn everything we talked about into real, sustainable leadership growth. You can learn more and join us at latourleadershipacademy.com/leadership-accelerator. That was latourleadershipacademy.com/leadership-accelerator. I'm so glad you spent this time with me today. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for joining me today. If this episode resonated, I'd love for you to continue the conversation with me. Head on over to latourleadershipacademy.com. You'll find leadership tools, programs, and free resources designed to support your growth at every stage of your leadership journey. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe to our weekly leadership newsletter. It's where I share fresh insights, reflection prompts, and strategies you won't hear anywhere else. Thanks for spending your time here. Keep leading with intention, and I'll see you in the next episode.